And welcome everybody to the Quarantine Livin Life Podcast with your host Rick and your beautiful other co-host
Jerre.
Jerre is here. I'm here. We've been quarantined for the last couple of weeks, and man, it's tough.
Very.
It's tough not to be able to go anywhere.
Other than the essential.
Yeah, but I am not saying to reopen anything because obviously we can't reopen anything right now. Right?
Yeah, it's not safe.
It's not good to go out. It's good to go outside, but it's not good to go out anywhere so you can put yourself at risk and put other people at risk.
Wait a minute. Why do you have all these windows open?
It's okay, you can't see it.
You sure?
Yeah, this is what they're seeing right now.
Oh.
Come on, Jerre.
I don't know.
Noob. So yes, guys. Dang, Jerre. Easy. So we're waiting on some food. So if you hear his pause or having to go move, well, our food's here. So yeah, we ordered in some food. We've been ordering food, not every day, but probably every week. No, every 2 weeks.
At least like maybe once every
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's great when we get food delivered because it sucks having to wash dishes all the time. Really bad. It's I'm already getting tired. I've cleaned up this house already. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I cleaned up the house and I got rid of a lot of toys from my son because he has tons of toys. And it's hard. It's been hard. And we're working. Both of us are working. And our son has to go to my parents' house, which is bad for them because, we can potentially expose them to the virus. But I mean, what can I do right now?
Yeah.
What can we do? And then, my family's affected. Us, we're not so much affected as far as job, but my parents are really affected because nobody's working at that household right now. My brother is with them, my nephew is with them, and nobody's working. And actually, I think my nephew is working. But I mean, that's the daily expenses and stuff like that. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. So yes, guys, welcome to the show. We're here to entertain you. First, we want to share some bad news that happened to us. Was it not 2 days ago?
Not happened to us, but that we found out.
Yeah, it didn't happen to us, but it did happen to us in a way where somebody that was a kind person that we grew up with in our neighborhood recently got. We don't understand what happened. Honestly, we don't know. But he did get shot and killed right near where we used to live, where we grew up. And that is the most, to this day, nothing like this has happened. I mean, there's been shootings around where we grew up, but nothing like this. And now it hit home. I don't know who these people were that decided to go and kill some innocent people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, from what we can understand is that he what was he going to do? He was moving.
He was going to go get his car.
He was going to move his car closer to his house. And I don't know what happened or how these individuals ended up meeting with him. That's what we don't know, whether he knew these people or whether these are just random people, maybe shooting, just drive-by shooting. We don't know. And unfortunately, we lost our good friend. And we want to pay our respects and we want to send the family our condolences, especially his brother. I mean, I don't want to put all his stuff out there. I don't want to put his name out there, but
yeah. Well, I mean, that's just not just his brother, but his sister and his
his
parents,
sister, his parents, and stuff like that.
His son.
But I will say, if there is a GoFundMe or something set up for them. We'll put it on the description below. To if you want to help him out. Uh, yeah, he lost his younger brother, our good friend.
Yeah.
Lost his younger brother 3 years ago, which was really devastating for us, especially Jerry, because he was like a brother, like a little brother or a bigger brother to her.
Yeah.
And now 3 years later,
On the
on the same day, the big brother, the eldest brother, was shot and murdered.
Yeah, lost his life.
Right where we used to live.
Yeah.
Which is now I don't even feel safe. Like if I were to go out there, I don't feel safe like walking around in the street. I feel like I'm not safe anymore.
Yeah.
And I feel like, well, I haven't told my parents, but I feel like telling my parents that they shouldn't be heading out anymore, because according to you had told me, right, that there's been a string of drive-by shootings.
That's what somebody had posted, that they heard a lot of they have been hearing a lot of gunshots in like the East LA Boyle Heights area.
So I mean, yeah, just be careful out there. Again, if they do have a GoFundMe, we'll put it up on our description so you can help support that family. I don't know if they have one set up at all. I don't even know how they're gonna do the funeral because of this Corona thing.
Yeah.
What can they do other than immediate family, like mother?
Well, that's
father,
how. I mean,
son.
but at least it's gonna be hard. But at least they have that closure of seeing them, resting now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, obviously, he shouldn't be resting because he was doing good. He was going back to school, trying to get work for the city, and
he was working he was working as a
linesman, maybe.
I think so, something like that, with electrical linesman. Yeah.
And he was getting his life back together, because when he was younger, young kids do dumb stuff and they join things that they think it's a good idea at the time, but in reality it's not. And we're not saying this was part of any gang related activity, but from what I know, is just he was just moving his car. He had no problems with anybody, from what I know. It's just unfortunate that we had to lose him. Specifically me and his brother, we grew up. We used to play football on the street, and he would come out and toss us, because he was the biggest guy. Like he would launch the ball, and him and your brother too, him in the street, and they would launch the ball, and we'd have us run and catch it, and it was like it was fun growing up with him. It's gonna be sad having to knowing that he's not here anymore, and we wish the family our
deepest condolences.
Yeah. And if they need anything, let us know. We'll can help them out. Even make them a meal, make them dinner.
Yeah, that always helps.
Yeah. So sorry to talk about some sad stuff, but we got to put it out there. Our poor friend.
Yeah.
He's always a nice lead. Hey Rick, what's up? How's it going? How are you?
He was genuinely kind.
Yeah.
Genuinely caring about your whatever's going on between you or your family. I know he would always check in on with what's going on with my mom, what's the latest.
Yeah. Now, how's your mom doing?
Yeah. Well, because growing up on our block, it wasn't just like, oh hey, you're my neighbor.
Yeah.
Hey. It's like it's like we've grown up together so long that it's kind of like we're one big family.
Yeah.
We look out for each other. We we build a special bond. It's not just like, oh hey neighbor, go inside your house and never talk to him again.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's kind of like we lost our brother too, but even though it's not like a blood brother, but we kind of we share that sentiment, like like you were saying, all the memories of like playing in the street and like
yeah. And he does leave his son behind.
Mm-hmm.
and obviously his parents and his brother
And his sister.
and his sister. I don't know if he was married at the end.
No.
I don't think.
No.
I don't think. I know he had a girlfriend and stuff, but I don't think he was married at the end. But
yeah, no.
yeah, just sad news, and it's even in the news, so it's the big news.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna be moving on. Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
You will be missed, and I'm sure your family misses you a lot. All right, so let's get into it, into the podcast. So yes, we've been stuck at home. I need a haircut, which I am gonna give myself one. I do know how to cut my own hair. I've been cutting my hair since I was, what, 12, 13?
Really?
Yeah. See, the thing is, growing up, my parents, like, I'm not gonna say that they used to not pay for my haircuts, but I knew growing up it was kind of difficult for them to keep shedding, $6 every week, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, because you grow hair like Wolverine.
Yeah, my hair grows really fast. My beard grows really fast.
I know. You'll shave and then like a couple days later you already have like,
it's like the Homer
like
meme.
scruff. Yeah.
Like he shaves and then like he steps away from the window and it's like.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I grew up. I cut my own hair. So now I'm gonna cut my own hair later on today. As you can see, it's pretty long. My beard is getting long and it's itchy. And then with wearing a mask, especially, where obviously when you go to work, you have to wear a mask right now, and everywhere you work, and it's the worst thing that you deal with.
Yeah.
And it feels like you have corona because you can't breathe with that dang mask on.
For real. At work, I feel like when I wear my mask, like, and I breathe, I feel like, the little hole, how like it goes like in and out. I feel like I'm like
sucking the paper into your mouth. Oh man, I know how you feel. And then my job is very strenuous, so moving a lot.
Yeah.
So I sweat, naturally sweat, and then on top of that, I'm breathing, so it's that heat,
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
So yeah, that heat that gets stuck within your mask, and then you're breathing, because there's obviously pockets up here that doesn't cover that well. So the air rushes out to your eyes, so your eyes are getting
like steamy
and hot, and you're just, oh man, worst.
Yeah.
Worst of the worst.
So please, everybody, stay inside, so we don't have to wear these masks anymore.
Yes, I'm tired of these dang masks. So let's get into it. Oh, wrong camera. There you go. Bring it in. So, if you guys don't know, or if you guys probably already know, you guys probably received your stimulus check, and you've been stimulated. So now you got all this money, but we still haven't got ours. So, and then when we go to the Get My Payment portal, to put in our information, it just says, "Oh, we couldn't verify your status or whatever." And then you go and check again, and it's the same thing. Like, oh, I even tried putting Jerry's information, and the same thing. It's like, oh, we couldn't verify your status. And I think I was reading on the IRS site that because the last year, I guess we made too much money that we had to pay back.
Back, yeah.
So, yeah, we're still paying back. So apparently, because we owed last year, they can't really say that account that we set up to pay automatically is the one that we are requesting the refund to be sent to, because they don't know whether somebody else is paying for our taxes or not. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to send it to an account that possibly doesn't belong to us, but they're paying our taxes per se.
But isn't that like illegal for somebody to pay your taxes for you?
No. As long as they get their money, they don't know where the hell it's coming from. They don't care where it's coming from, as long as they pay. So they don't know whether this account that you've set up to pay them has been used or is used by somebody else.
Mm.
So, it could be your dad helping you out and, helping you pay. Or your dad, you put in your money in your dad's account and he helps you pay for your taxes. So, kind of like a joint account. So they don't know whether you want that money in there. So for people like us that had to pay last year and probably will have to pay this year, because apparently I think we probably made too much money last year, which I don't think so. But I mean, we'll find out, because we still got till July 25th. So apparently we are going to have to wait for our checks. And I think they said the checks are going to go out July 28th. I mean, not July, April 28th. So, but I mean, who knows if that's going to be, we're going to be the first ones to get it, we can be the last ones to get it.
That's so scary though, that why would they send a check that big in the mail?
Well, it's just a check. I mean, obviously you're going to, if you want to cash it, you're going to have to show your ID and stuff like that. So it's pretty safe. I mean, people get their tax refunds through mail all the time. So apparently our food is here. So cool. We'll take a break real quick. We're going to go pick up our food. Alrighty, guys. And we're back. We're full. We just had all of our food. We decided to eat because we don't want our food to get cold. But anyways, we'll talk about the food in a second. But anyways, we have a big little story for you. Anyways,
big little
story. So let's continue on with the stimulus. So yeah, apparently we are not getting our stimulus check because we had to, we owed a little bit last year, and we're still doing the payments. So instead of them sending it to our checking account, because they don't know, I think I already talked about it, because they don't know whether somebody's paying for it or a shared account with somebody else. So they are not sending it out. They're going to send checks. And according to them, the checks are going to go out, what did I say? April 28th. April 28th. So we might not see our stimulus payment till
like maybe
middle of May.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I know we're gonna get it, but I just don't know exactly when we're gonna get it. So what do you think about that, Jerre? How do you feel?
Well, I mean, I'm not too worried about it because, I mean, obviously, like, before it was even talk about getting it, it's like, I'm just treating it like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, waiting around, like, where is it? It should be in my account by now. It should have hit. It should have hit. Like, no. I'm just treating it as it's not there. And when we get it, then it's like, oh, great. A little bonus.
We got it.
Cool. Yeah. Especially because we're both working right now. So it's not like...
So this is what they're saying. A lot of people have been having problems where their stimulus check has been going into the wrong bank account. So, for example, they changed bank accounts within the last year, and they don't have that account anymore, and it's going to that account, the old account versus their new account. And also they're having issues with like, for example, H&R Block, and TurboTax, where people wanted their refund right away. They are getting the money sent to H&R Block or TurboTax versus their account because they requested an advance in the account, or they got the little stupid green card, like the debit cards.
So what happens in that case then?
So the H&R and TurboTax are saying that they're gonna give it out. They're gonna reach out to the customers.
Hopefully they
do. So a lot of people are worried about that.
Big lawsuit.
And what other things? People have been saying that people that have been deceased are receiving stimulus checks. So it says the IRS is using taxpayer information that is up to 2 years old, and it's inevitable that they will send out checks to taxpayers who are deceased.
Not unless they just passed away
Yeah.
within 2 years.
So here's Thomas Massey, representative. So it says, okay, this is insane, but just the tip of the iceberg. This is a direct text from me from a friend. I called to confirm this actually just happened. Dad got his stimulus check, $1,200. He died in blank blank of 2018. Does he have to spend it online? So, I mean, dead people are receiving their checks. So, I mean, I don't know.
I heard too that like there's a lot of like scam going on because obviously people want to get their hands on extra money that doesn't belong to them.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is sending out like these like texts.
Oh yeah,
that say like, oh, like to verify you have to enter your last digits of your social and your birth date and all this stuff, so that way you can verify if you're gonna get your stimulus check.
That way they can input their bank account information to get that money.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people are also getting, which is what we're getting, payment status not available. So it's letting people know that they've not filed for 2018 and 2019, but this is also being displayed for people that had to pay taxes last year and this year or this year. So yeah, this is what we've been getting for the payment status not available. And also there's people that have been saying that the amount of money deposited into their account doesn't seem correct. So, for example, they have 2 kids and they only got 1 kid, or they filed married, they're only getting single, so they're only getting $1,200. So here's another things that they're going. Got different error messages. Need more information. Says you're eligible for a payment, but the IRS does not have your direct deposit information. The agency will give you an opportunity to give them this information once it verifies your identity. The other one, it says, please try again later. Your account has been locked. You'll be able to access the application after 24 hours have passed. Another one says, please wait. The agency has urged taxpayers in a statement to limit themselves to checking the tool once per day. So I've checked it more than once per day sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I usually get this that information right there, which is please try again later. So like I said, people are having problems with no longer having the same bank account for the direct deposit on the tax return. So the bank will reject the stimulus money, and then the IRS will mail you a check as soon as as soon as all the BS begins. And then my address is different since filing my last tax return. So some people don't live in the same house and had to pay taxes, or so their money is gonna go to the previous house where they've So just make sure your address is updated through the U.S. Postal Service, so that way they can send direct all your mail to your new address,
to the correct address.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on with the stimulus. Yeah, we still haven't got it, still waiting, and we'll keep working until. Hopefully we get it soon. And then now they're talking about, it's probably not going to happen, but now they're talking about having a stimulus for people in the United States of $2,000 per month for a whole year.
That sounds a little bit too good to be true.
That's what I'm saying. That's $2,000 a month for a whole year.
A month.
A month. That's a lot of money. And well, if this is true, this is perfect for us because we need the help. This would be like the best thing that ever happened to us.
Yeah.
Because not only on top of that we're working, but we're additionally you can get $2,000 per month, which will help out a lot of people get out of debt or having issues with maybe losing their home or
losing their job.
So this is if this is true, this is perfect for the American people.
Definitely.
So yes, in a way, I'm thankful that we're gonna get this money, but in a way, I'm just like, are we making ourselves too complacent in receiving stuff? You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna get used to like, oh, the government's sending me money every year? Like, they should keep sending me money every month.
No, I think that it's just because we're going through this crisis right now.
Yeah.
Where the government knows that we need help.
Yeah.
We can't survive.
We can't survive
like
without
the cost of
something.
living is.
Well, hopefully they come to realize that rent's too damn high.
Yeah.
And the housing it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't even buy a house because your wages can't even.
You can't ever.
Yeah.
And it's hard to save money because you got to pay for your existing rent, your existing gas, your existing electricity, insurance,
health insurance.
Then you got to pay for your food. Then you got to pay for your car for your gas.
Mm-hmm.
You got a car payment. All this other stuff on top of trying to save for a bajillion-dollar house with 2 bedrooms. You know what I mean? Just enough for your family.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
So I mean, hopefully you guys have got your cash. Hopefully you guys have it. We haven't, but like I said, we're holding up. We're good. And hopefully they can resolve this quick, because a lot of people that do need the money are really struggling right now. They can't even buy food or let alone pay their rent. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, moving on to the happy stuff. We got a nice little video here for you about this Daredevil guy. So it's good and everything. What? Oh, come on. It's good at. I'm good at everything, even things you don't know were a thing. That's what it says.
You didn't know were a thing.
Oh, my bad. My bad. All right, so we're gonna watch this guy. This is really, really cool. He did it a ton of times.
I can't believe he caught it.
I know, but you can tell how many times he tried. Look at all the bottles on the floor. Look at how many bottles there are.
That's true.
Look at one. Look at how much liquid's on the floor too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bottles. I don't know if that's a bottle there. Right
looks
there.
Like it.
Right here. You see it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bottle. So let's watch this thing again. There's another bottle right there. Oh man, I mean, it's cool, but he's wasting soda and Mentos. He almost fell from the bike too.
I know. He could have crashed into the tree.
Imagine he did like
oh. Would have all been worth it for the views.
So yeah, Danny Duncan, that was tight. Even though you used a ton of bottles, that's pretty cool. All right, so here's the next one. We are still in quarantine.
You know why we are still in quarantine. Do you not know how...
I don't know how I'm full right now, okay? Obviously, I have a lot of food.
I should just read
You know why we are still in quarantine? Carol fucking Baskins. If you guys haven't seen this documentary, you guys should check it out. It's
Go watch
crazy.
it. You got all the time.
The first episode was kind of like, eh.
It's slow.
But then, like, dang, like, this thing gets too crazy.
Yeah.
And here's the next one. Me right after getting my stimulus, 1,200 tacos for $1,200. I'm sure could go for 1,200 tacos about now.
Where does it say about now? Where does it
That's
say?
what he says. That's what he says in the thing.
Yeah.
I could sure go for 1,200. Well, he says I think 100 tacos originally. So I could sure go for 100 tacos right now. That's what he says on the show.
Right.
I'm serious.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a pass, Ricky.
I'm serious. And this is our what's we have to deal with at work right now. My glasses as soon as I breathe with my mask on.
Yep.
That is the truth.
Yep.
That's the damn truth.
Windshield wipers for for your glasses.
All right, here's the next one. It says, when you microwave chicken dinosaurs for the 3rd night in a row, you did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you did it. Oh, man. Here's the next one. An anti-electricity cartoon from 1900s. This is for some of y'all who look. Some of y'all look or like.
This is how some of y'all look talking about 5G. Come on, babe.
Sorry, Ebonics. I'm not the best at Ebonics.
Come on, babe. Obviously.
I don't know. I think it's the food. This is how
Obviously.
This is how some of y'all look talking about 5G.
So it says an anti-electricity.
Yeah, this is an anti-electricity cartoon. This is why people don't want electricity back then, because they can get electrocuted. And I can, your brother, be thinking about some of this stuff. So he thinks 5G is responsible for the corona thing. It might be.
Maybe. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
The world will never know.
Here's the next one. Summer 2020 be like.
For real.
People be sunbathing on their windows. That's crazy.
These people are like.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to go outside in my house in the driveway, and not lay on the driveway, but I would like set up my little thing to see if I can get a tan on my skin, because I was like pale white. Even right now, I'm like, you see the sunburn right here. I'm still pale white. COVID, you're such a disease. Throwing some little Home Alone in there. This one's really funny. Check it out. I'm going to play the audio and you guys can hear it. That dog's like, whoa, hold up. Let me replay big.
His little tongue goes back like, what just happened?
Like, whoa, hold up. COVID. Mm-hmm. The Rona.
For real.
That dog's pretty funny.
That dog's hilarious.
And, all right, so we're at the end of the show. But we got to talk about what happened. Why it took so long to get back to the podcast. So we ordered food, El Torito. It was delicious, by the way. Thank you for the staff. Actually, not really thank you, but
just say the story.
All right, so we placed the order before we started the podcast, and we knew it was going to take a little bit, and it got here during the podcast. As you guys know, if you guys watched the whole thing, but these guys, or the delivery guy, which is DoorDash, he picked up the order and it had my name on the order. But what he didn't realize is that these guys at the restaurant didn't put my order in that bag. They had mixed it up with a few other orders. So when the guy got here, I got the bag. The only thing that was in there was rice and beans, a margarita, which I thought was piss water because I didn't know what the hell that was. And
you were shaking it like
I
it
was
was
like, what is this? Is this pee-pee water? What is this? And I couldn't smell it. There was no smell coming from it.
Well, because it was in a container. It was sealed and it was in a bag.
And it was in there was a little tiny cup of what looked like soup. And that's it. And we had ordered like this family feast, for me and my wife and my son. And it was like, what, $35? And so yeah, we're expecting,
which is a great deal.
Yeah, which is a really good deal.
It gives you a lot of food.
Yeah. So we're expecting chips and salsa. We're expecting this cornbread thing that Jerry got. And we're also expecting one soup. And our order, the big meal, which is chile rellenos,
2 chile rellenos,
enchiladas, rice and beans.
4 enchiladas, and then rice and beans.
Yeah. So we're expecting all this food, and this guy just brings rice and beans, some piss water liquid.
It was like a little bag, like,
and it was a tiny bag, and we're like,
that can't be all of our food.
That can be all of our food. And so I was like, it looks kind of. I told Jerry as soon as I bring it looks kind of small, doesn't it? She's like, I don't know. So I open it up, and sure enough, it's like, again, piss water liquid, rice and beans. And I was like, where the hell's the enchiladas? Where's the stuff?
At first you open it and you get the And you go, is this my soup? This can't be my soup.
I was like, this thing's cold.
Yeah, it's ice cold. And I'm just like, I don't know. And then you're like, and where's my chips?
Where's my chips and salsa?
Yeah, so then you go and then you go and you call. So he goes and he calls the restaurant and he's like, hey, I just placed the order for, for delivery, and all I got was not even, no, you hadn't told him about beans and rice yet. Yeah. You go, I just got this like cold drink and
no, I didn't even say this cold liquid.
This cold liquid, and the girl was like, Oh, so then you go and you're checking the food, and then you're like,
let me go grab the thing. Keep on explaining.
So he goes and grabs the bag to look inside, and he's looking inside, and he's like, wait a minute. All they put in here was beans and rice. Like, where's our enchiladas? Where is our all of our other stuff? And
so look, this is the liquid that was in the cup. Okay, this piss liquid, and I was just like, what the heck is this? Is this my soup? This thing is ice cold.
This doesn't look like tortilla soup.
But it turns out this is a margarita that they were supposed to send to another person. And it was in the bag with the food, hot food. So this was like melted. So this was like lukewarm / cold. Disgusting. But I put it in the fridge because it's tequila. I mean, margarita. We're going to drink it.
We ain't gonna let that go to waste.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to go. And then the driver, it's there through DoorDash. So I mean, I can't really call DoorDash back because we actually ordered through El Torito. So I had to go call El Torito, tell him my situation.
But it was funny though, because you look in the bag first, and you see that lukewarm liquid, and then you see the with no chips and salsa.
Yeah.
So then
where's my
and then you call them, and you're on the phone with them, and you're looking in the bag, and you see just the beans and rice, and you're like, wait a minute, none of my food is here. And she's just like, oh,
the driver took the wrong order.
took the wrong bag. Yeah, blame it on the driver. Sure. So that's when you were like, you know what, I'm just gonna come pick it up. Can you please get it together for me? And
she's like, yeah, well, we have it here for you. Just come and pick it up. So I get over there, and apparently I'm not the only one that got an order mixed up, because there's a lady right after me that came in and also was missing items from her food purchase. So she was missing like enchiladas and other stuff. We were missing the whole thing. So what they did, because I had already opened the food and everything, they didn't want to take the food back. So what they did was just they gave me brand new everything. They gave me brand new rice and beans. They gave me my enchiladas, my chile rellenos, which were kind of cold if you think about it when I picked them up.
They probably had them ready, but the person probably didn't get them and put them in the correct bag.
Yeah, and they just stapled the receipt onto the bag.
What they did was they probably got the bag pre-ready.
Yeah.
And then they were putting stuff as it was coming out, but whoever it was.
Yeah.
Because we did an ASAP order.
Yeah.
So they probably just like, okay,
scrambling.
Here. Like,
And then on top of that, they messed up. They had already put chips and salsa into our bag. So the lady gave me another bag of chips and salsa. So she gave me a giant bag of chips and then a giant container of salsa. A giant container. So we got double chips, double salsa, double beans, double rice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm kind of happy.
And a margarita.
And now we have food for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe an alcoholic drink.
Maybe. No, we have an alcoholic
No, because I don't know if I'm going to have it, because you might drink it all.
Yep. You're right about that.
So yeah, that's what happened to us right now. Well, a little bit ago. We ate all of our food already. I mean, not all of it. I mean, we still have a bunch
we still have a whole platter of beans and rice.
We have platters of beans and rice. We have extra beans, extra salsa, chips.
But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's not cool that they messed up our order, but it's cool that they like came through with like extra.
Yeah.
Versus saying sorry, like you already got a platter of beans and rice. We're just gonna give you your enchiladas and. Yeah,
I would have been mad because the platter of beans and rice were like ice cold because they had to put the margarita in there, ice cold with the ice cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad from the get go.
And you know what?
I guess it made it right.
It was our first time ordering El Torito to go.
Yeah. I mean, we hardly ever go to El Torito
anyway. Yeah. But we only went because we got that coupon in the mail.
We got a coupon in the mail, $10 off, and I was just like,
yeah.
Cook dinner or $30 and we all eat like kings. $30 and we all eat like kings.
Yeah.
So we did it. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for our podcast. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, my hair's all COVID quarantine. If we made you laugh, just hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let us know how you feel. Thank you, everybody who just subscribed. We have a bunch of new subscribers. Yeah. Things are going good for our channel. Things are going great. And we got another collaboration coming up soon on... Shh. Oh, yeah. Well, people know that it's coming out.
Shh. No, but they don't know that. They don't know that we're doing it, though. So, shh.
We're having another collaboration, but you'll see the video when it comes out.
Soon to come.
And it's pretty cool. It's pretty techie. Pretty techie. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. It's techie. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, rest in peace to our lost brother, neighbor.
Our neighbor, our friend,
our friend. Brother. And hope the family can recover. It's going to be hard, but...
It's going to be hard, but they're strong. They're all strong.
They are very strong. So,
and they have us to help them get through it.
Yes, they do. All right, guys. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Again, find us on Spotify, Stitcher, and Apple Podcast. Peace out.